All right.
So let's do it. So our early. I don't know how you guys want to attack this. However way you guys want to, but a lot of people wanted to see record or wins and losses as a whole. If you guys want to go down the list and give what you think win or loss now, not having any idea necessarily what's coming back for some of the other teams.
I have no clue about Middle Tennessee State or any of those.
If you guys want to go down the list and go what you think right now here
about
on
just talk about Tech's
January.
Chances.
Yes, Tech's chances. Sure. Yeah. So open up against Liberty again. They lose a lot from last year's team, and they did win a bowl game, but a game I'm sure you guys both feel comfortable with.
Liberty can't beat Virginia Tech, but Virginia Tech can beat Virginia Tech. So if Virginia Tech just avoids turnovers and plays a halfway smart football game, they'll win.
So mark that one down as a win.
Yep.
Penn State.
Loss. Until you prove otherwise, man.
I agree, but we're due. The law of averages are due to win one of those games, right?
Oh, no.
I was about to say,
people hate it when you use the phrase law of averages.
The last time I heard law of averages was the Wednesday before Thanksgiving.
That's true. And I was right. And I was
it doesn't matter if you're right or not. The emotional types get bent, and the analytical types tell you you're using the phrase incorrectly.
I am. It is
that phrase is verboten.
Yeah.
Okay.
Virginia Tech is due to win a game like this.
There you go.
Right,
so, nonetheless, there's a long track record of.
I mean, generally the teams with the most talent win, and Penn State has the most talent.
Right.
So
at Middle Tennessee State, like we talked about, that'll be an interesting.
I guess. Yeah.
They're by the way, I should know they're Conference USA, I believe, correct?
That's
or Sun
correct.
Belt is Conference USA. Okay.
USA.
All right. North Alabama,
who I know absolutely nothing about. I don't even know their mascot.
I believe they're the Panthers.
I believe you're right.
Or Jaguars.
Jaguars.
I think.
Good gracious. It doesn't matter.
It was some sort of cat. I was doing their logo. Some.
I'm gonna look that up.
All right, you've got the
computer
thing.
All right, so how about we talk about this UNC game for a little bit?
Now wait a minute, you got to do Georgia Tech.
That's
Georgia Tech win. Now think about this. Like, if Virginia Tech beats Penn State, I think they're going to be 5-0 going into that North Carolina game.
Right.
5-0 and probably ranked in the top 10, quite frankly, if you beat Penn State.
Yeah. And that would have some extra juice if Tech had won the bowl game. Tech would be a ranked team going into the season if they'd won their bowl game.
They still might be. I saw a preseason poll with them 20th the other day. Right. Athlon has them preseason 20th.
And I think that's the level-headed thing to do because bowl games are bowl games.
Yeah, they're crapshoots. Yeah, absolutely.
Real quick timeout. So North Alabama is the only school in the country to have a living mascot on campus.
That's not true.
That's not true.
LSU has one on campus. They have a tiger. You can go by and see him. He's got his cage.
Here's the first sentence.
Not true.
University of
Who
North
says that?
Alabama.
Who wrote that? Wait a minute. Who wrote that?
This is RoarLions.com. This is their. I'll read you the first.
Have they moved Mike the Tiger in Baton Rouge?
I'll read you the first amendment. The University of North Alabama boasts the only live lion mascots. My bad. The only live lion mascots in the country living on a college campus. Leo the third.
Well, Virginia Tech has the only poultry mascot in the entire country.
The old live poultry mascot.
The two lions live in a 12,760 square foot habitat.
Blah, blah, blah.
But they've got two of them.
So there's two. They're the lions.
Okay.
In case something happens to one of them. Well, Virginia Tech probably has like scores of turkeys.
Well, turkeys only live like 2 years, so you got to replace those things fast.
Right, so you need a whole.
Sorry, I didn't mean to jump in there. Did you guys go through Georgia Tech? I was looking at it.
Yeah, that should be a win. That should be
so what are we, 4-1 now? Okay.
4-1 or 5-0. So you're either 4-1 or 5-0 heading into that North Carolina.
All right, here we go at UNC.
Toss up.
Yeah, absolutely a 50-50 game. Absolutely 50-50. Okay. It's just North Carolina's got a great quarterback. That guy's top notch. They haven't had a good defense in over 10 years now at North Carolina. And that defense in 2009 was a Butch Davis defense that they recruited, air quotes, right?
Right.
So until they start playing defense, you've got to consider that game a crapshoot. Like, even if they have a great quarterback, you can outscore them.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, so that's UNC at a toss-up. Let's keep going down. Boston College on a Thursday.
No A.J. Dillon.
They do have A.J. Brown coming back, who played well against Tech secondary last year at quarterback.
Did he hit the? So he is coming back.
I believe he was the same age.
I thought he already hit. I thought I already hit the portal.
Oh, hold on. Let me.
I can't keep up with that stuff.
Right?
Yeah, he got hurt.
Oh, sorry. No, not AJ. That's not. I got his name wrong. I apologize.
I'm talking.
You're right. AJ Dillon declared for the
Anthony
draft.
Brown, right?
Anthony Brown.
Look up Anthony Brown.
And
I thought he declared for. Well, not declared, but I thought he hit the portal. I could be wrong.
Let's see. Anthony Brown will explore options playing elsewhere after the redshirt junior entered his name Monday in the NCAA transfer portal. That was on December 9th. So, good
Okay,
point.
I haven't heard anything since then, or have we? I don't know.
It does not look like.
At any rate, I don't know. I felt like Tech. That's a game Tech would have won last year,
And they have a new coach coming in as
So
well.
There's a lot of unknown there because they have a new coach, but that's a game Tech should win at home.
Right.
At Louisville.
Slightly favor Tech in that one because
I agree with that. I wouldn't call it a toss-up.
right. Tech is better defensively than Louisville. Like Louisville got such a great passing attack and everything, but Virginia Tech's got the best cornerback combination in the whole country, in Caleb Farley and Jermaine Waller. And then Louisville, unless their defense dramatically improves, I mean, Virginia Tech's going to be able to score points in that game.
I think the prevailing opinion is that Louisville is very well coached offensively. I didn't watch them a lot, but I know that even in there was one game, and I don't remember who it was against. But they were outmatched, and they started out really well. And then about a quarter and a half into it, the coaching staff for the other team caught up to them, and that was the end of that.
Might have been the opening game of the year against Notre Dame. They started out with an early lead, and then
probably Kentucky.
Kentucky, they got blasted from the get-go.
Yeah, that's true.
Which was kind of weird. I think that was the only game that happened to them in. But anyway, that one's a bit of a toss-up, but favoring Tech.
Yeah.
Okay. At Pittsburgh on the Friday night, November 6th.
I think on paper Tech has a personnel matchup advantage in that game, and that Pitt is one-dimensional offensively. Based on what we know from this past season, that doesn't mean things won't change or can't change between now and then.
Evan, can you look up the history between Tech and Pitt?
When Pitt scored 36 against Tech back in 2016 at Pitt, they were a team that year that could run the ball and throw the ball. They were a balanced offense. 2018 Virginia Tech's defense was just so bad you kind of discount that, but Pitt's gonna have to get a running game back if they
all right. So Malcolm, see the
Tech.
full games list page, the link over to the right underneath the Pitt logo. Click that, and I want to see if Virginia Tech has won in Pittsburgh.
2016.
Yeah, 2016.
Fuente's first
That
year.
was Fuente's first year. Remember, it was such a huge deal. 3 receivers over 100 yards.
Yeah, but that's the only road win at Pitt since dating back to '99.
Dating back to their old stadium.
Right.
So Heinz Field has been an
all
awful place. I will say, if Virginia Tech can win in the Carrier Dome in basketball, they can win at Pitt in football. But I mean, like I said, Tech has a personnel advantage, but it's Pitt on the road. So does that
Anything can
cancel
happen.
each other out? Yeah. So that's kind of a toss-up to me.
All right, Miami at home. Again, toss
Oh,
up.
I mean, you might as well just
roll the dice.
roll the dice, go out on the street, ask a random person that doesn't know anything about sports at all. I mean, they have just as good a chance of picking that game as we do, especially right now.
But I think I'm going to land on Tech's side on that one.
Let me ask you something. Are you more nervous about the Pitt or Miami game right now?
Pitt.
Miami. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. Tech shouldn't have won at Miami this past year. They were coming off a 35-point loss, and they were playing on the road. This year they got Miami at home, and everybody knows Miami has cultural issues and things like that, but they're still going to have more talent. And all they got to do is get it together for 3 hours.
Decide to play a game.
Right. So I don't know. I will say that, like, if I was starting a football team from scratch and you showed me the teams I was playing, I'd be like, yeah, okay, I'd rather play Pitt just from a pure talent standpoint. They both concern me, but for different reasons.
All right, how about at Duke, November 21st, the final road game of the year?
That's going to be a win.
It just doesn't make any sense to say, oh, that's definitely going to be a win when you just lost to them 45-10. But and we don't know where either team will be mentally at this point. But I think Duke under David Cutcliffe has, that they've steadily
You've
slid.
seen peak Cutcliffe.
You've
at
seen
Duke.
Pete Cutcliffe at Duke, right? There's only so many times you can Cutcliffe's a great coach. I don't want anybody to take the way I say this wrong. There's only so many times you can get lucky on the recruiting trail.
Well, Wake Forest and Jim Grobe, they got lucky once.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. They rode that one class into the ACC title game.
Yeah.
07.
06.
Oh, was it 06?
Yeah, 06. And it was 3-star recruits, 2-star and 3-star recruits who happened to be like first-round pick, like that linebacker, and they had Alfonso Smith, who was a
Didn't Aaron
second-round
Curry
pick.
wind up being the number one pick
He
in
was
the
a
draft?
4th overall pick in the draft by Seattle, I think. And then Cutcliffe, they get Jamison Crowder, undersized 3-star recruit that nobody really wants, and just like that, he's in the NFL. And then Daniel Jones was a walk-on, and then a first-round pick, right? Eventually, unless you're able to start beating out major schools for blue-chip recruits, you can only go to that 2-star, 3-star well so many times when it comes to finding elite players.
Right.
So I think they're out of NFL receivers and out of NFL quarterbacks down there.
Yeah.
And
Jameson Crowder, the star receiver of the New York Jets. Is that what
Is
you're
that
saying?
right?
yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Yes. So that is, I think you guys bring up great points about Duke there. And then close the year. Just yes or no. Commonwealth Cup right now, in your opinion, is it coming back to Blacksburg this year?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah, it's you would have to favor Tech right now. Tech returns almost everybody. UVA lost. Like I said, Bryce Perkins had to have a once in 16-year performance against Tech for them to win that game, and he did.
Yeah.
I mean, 20% chance on balls, or 20% accuracy rate on balls 20 or more yards downfield, and he put it in there perfectly.
So this is shaken out to like almost like a 9-3 prediction.
Yeah, I think we put down Penn State as a loss, and then what do we have? Carolina.
Toss up. You said toss up.
We had like 3 toss-ups.
Yeah.
So let's say if 2 out of the 3 toss-ups go your way, then you're 10-2. If 1 out of the 3 toss-ups go your way, you're 9-3.
Yeah.